Next one, in the second one, in page number 92, you have a molecular techniques. So these are some of the techniques which we are using to find out, or which we are using to separate the molecules like a DNA, RNA, even proteins also separated. Okay, separately proteins they are isolating from the DNA or from the tissues. So for that we need some techniques. The most important technique which is used in the molecular techniques is nothing electroporation method. By the application of electric field, they are separating DNA, RNA, even proteins also they are separating. Okay, so this can be used in the treatment, and also it can be used in the genetic research, as well as it can be used in the production of rDNA. Okay, then actually how this molecular technique or electroporation techniques works now, based upon the charges, negative charges and the positive charges. We all know that DNA is a negatively charged molecule. Okay, so if you are treating that DNA under the electric field now, that starts to move to the negative charge, positive charges, because always the negative charges attracted by a positive charged particles, and likewise the positive charged one attracted by the negative charges. The concept were used for the separation of DNA molecules. Okay, and come to the next one, agarose gel electrophoresis. Okay, so this is the first method we are using for the separation of a DNA molecules based upon its molecular weight. Okay, so first we have to isolate DNA molecules. So DNA we can take any samples like a blood sample, tissue sample. If it is a plant, now we can take a leaf. So from a leaf we can take mitochondria or chloroplast. Even we can take a nucleus. So any kind of genetic material can be taken, and it is purified. How they are purifying now? By making by grinding the leaf, or by grinding the any part of a plant, they will just take a DNA fragments. Okay, so if they are taking nucleus now, from the nucleus, or if they are taking protoplasm from the protoplast, first they will isolate the DNA molecules. Then the isolated DNA molecules must be purified. Okay, so for the purification process only, we are going to do one process. That process is nothing, electrophoresis technique. Okay, so why it is called as agarose gel electrophoresis now? For a supporting medium. So electrophoresis is an instrument. In that instrument, we are going to add a sample. That the sample is nothing, DNA or RNA, anything. That sample should be added. Okay, so for the growth, or for the separation of a DNA molecules or any molecules that need a substrate, that substrate what we are going to use in this electrophoresis now, agarose. Okay, agarose gel. Okay, it is a solid one that give a platform for the separation of a DNA molecules. Okay, so mostly in this electrophoresis technique, nearly 2000 base pairs of a DNA can be separated. That much of a, or that sized DNA particles can be separated with the help of a electrophoresis. Okay, and apart from that, what we are going to use in this agarose gel, we know that generally it is called as agarose gel, but specifically polyacrylamide is that we are going to use, that helps in the purification of smaller DNA particles. Okay, and already I told you DNA is a negatively charged molecule. Okay, and along with the DNA they will add a marker DNA. For what they are adding marker DNA now? For the determination of a size of a DNA molecules. So I told you that electrophoresis can separate DNA as a 2000 base pair DNA parts. Okay, or that much of a DNA segments we will get it from the electrophoresis. So that size is identified or determined by the marker DNA. So along with the normal DNA, they will add a marker DNA in the electrophoresis technique. So here we can see the instrument electrophoresis. So this is the white color one is nothing, it's a plate. Okay, so that plate were coated with the agarose gel. Okay, so on that there is a small instrument, it's a pipette like one. So in that they will use a sample and they will load it on the agarose gel as a bands, and depending upon the molecular weight, then they will keep the loaded DNA particles on the buffer solution, and after switching on the electrophoresis machine, the buffer solution starts to move here and there with the electric field. That time the DNA particles also starts to move from the original position to the last of the agarose gel plate. Okay, so based upon its molecular weight, some DNA particles, more than 2000 base pairs of a DNA molecules are there now that remain in the same place because it's somewhat heavier. The weight is somewhat heavier than the smaller one. The smaller particles, they very easily move along with the buffer solution and they settle based upon its molecular weight on the agarose gel plate. Okay. Then after the entire process gets over, the plate carefully removed from the electrophoresis machine and it is treated with the fluorescent light. Okay, so ethidium bromide is used as a fluorescent, and by taking a X-ray photography, that fluorescent light emits. So with the help of the marker DNA, the position and the size of a bands can be analyzed, and that analyzed molecules of a DNA fragments are marked and it's graphed. Okay, so that kind of a graph we can use it for our genetic research works. So for that only we are using this electrophoresis techniques. It's a instrument which is used for the purification of a DNA. What size can be purified? 2000 base pairs of a DNA can be purified with the help of this electrophoresis technique. Okay, and come to the next one. So apart from this purification, we have some advantages of electroporation techniques. Why we are using? So here you can see the movement of a DNA particles based upon molecular weight. Okay, because different bands shows different molecular weight of a DNA fragments. So by switching on the electrophoresis machine, so here you can see the buffer solution. That buffer solution starts to move along with the agarose gel. Okay, that carries the DNA molecules based upon its molecular weight and it starts to settle in a particular areas. Okay, that can be take a copy of a photo, and photo reveals the position of a DNA, and by that photograph we can compare it with the other DNA molecules. Okay, and here we have advantages of electrophoresis. The first one is it's